Hey, Bucks here. So today we're going to go through the best players for each budget in Madden Ultimate Team 22 right now. There's going to be top budget, which is basically unlimited. Mid budget, I was like capped at around 100K. Low budget would be like 10K and under, maybe up to 20K if it's a very important position. But those are what we're looking at right now. I didn't include any free players like Hester, Seau, MUT Master, Cam Chancellor. So you can obviously replace these cards if you have holes in your lineups with those cards, but you probably already got them. So let's go through it right now. We're going to go to MUT.gg and try it out. Quarterbacks first. Who's the best quarterback in the game? To me, it's Dan Marino. And the thing is also, it depends on how you play the game too, right? If you are somebody that likes to get out the pocket, scramble, throw, do crazy things like that, then Dan Marino's not the best for that, right? That would be Michael Vick. If you don't like Dan Marino's a little bit less of a speed, it would be Justin Herbert, just kind of like a little bit of a mix, but he doesn't have the escape artist that Vick has. Escape artist is incredibly overpowered. So like the top quarterback in the game really depends on your play style. I chose Dan Marino because number one, he goes on every single theme team over Herbert, and he's got the quickest release. He has the A-Rod release, so he also throws the ball quicker than Herbert. So really depends on what kind of play style you have here for quarterback, but one of those two are the top one. The mid-budget, in my opinion, would be like Zach Wilson, Cam Newton, again, a gunslinger or an escape artist quarterback. Cam Newton's nice. He is a scrambling archetype quarterback. So that does help lower the escape artist to 2 AP instead of 3 AP, which would be on, for some reason, I don't know what they were drinking. They made Vic an improviser. But regardless, then we have, I have Zach Wilson there because he's a gunslinger, okay? Gunslinger is the best throwing ability, so that's nice. Low budget, I went with Johnny Unitas. 85 Johnny U. I believe it was like, I guess I can go take a look at what 85 Johnny U is priced at right now. Johnny U is 87. Johnny U 85 is 18K. You basically can take any card powered up to 85 overall. All you really need is the set feet lead here. And set feet lead is quite important. Ability slot 1 will not have it, but ability slot 2, set feet lead for 2 AP. So anything that hits ability slot 2 for a field general will get set feet lead, and that's really what you need. So Johnny U is just an example. I don't think necessarily like he's like the best. I mean, but he's pretty close. So get whatever quarterback you can afford with set feet lead, whether a power up or Johnny U. But I put him 18K for an 85 Johnny U because if you're gonna throw the ball, you gotta have either set feet lead, pass lead elite, or gunslinger on your quarterback, or else the ball just floats. But yeah, so that's what I consider. The quarterback is the most important position in the field, so if you can splurge on a position, it has to be quarterback. So definitely you want to try and go at least up to mid-budget as you're building your squad up. But otherwise, you can use like, just whatever cards in your way through. All right, running back. Who's our top running back in the game right now? We'll switch over to that position. It's Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, especially with the most feared boost. And I'm trying not to like work most feared boosts too much into this list because those will be going away in a few days. I would assume right at November. But Derrick Henry's the number one in the game just because 247 is crazy, right? He's basically the fastest running back in the league, in the game, and the heaviest at that speed. I think there are guys that might be a little bit heavier, but look at the top end speed, 91's tied with Jonathan Taylor, who I don't know why he's tied with Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor ran a faster 40 than them, but Derrick Henry's not slow. Let's not get it twisted. He's not slow. But anyways, he's always falling forward. It's a pain in the butt to stop. Derrick Henry is amazing, just like the sponsor for today's video. Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 10% off. Rock Bottom Coins. Whoops, forgot. Nailed it. All right, so I'm going to put Derrick Henry here. I can see the argument for Cordell Patterson. If Cordell Patterson's your guy because your Raiders theme team, he's only a little thinner than Henry, right? Few pounds thinner, same speed, but that like you get more speed for being on the Raiders theme team. So I do not mind this card at all. So he also catches the ball better. I think Henry is maybe slightly better, but Cordell Patterson right there. And if you're gonna argue with me, I will take Cordell Patterson, and I will agree with you as the best running back in the game. And I'll be like, yeah, he's right there. All right, mid-budget, we're gonna go Raheem Mostert. And Mostert's fast, right? If you can't like get all these break tackle guys at the top over 100K, you end up going down here. And really at this point, you just want speed, right? You want to match that top end speed. Sure, break tackle's an 80, but let me tell you, I've been trying to tackle Mostert's all year because he's been the best budget back all year, not just this card, but his earlier card. This one, 91 speed though, 35K. It is beautiful, right? It's much better than like more expensive guys that are slower, because once you get an edge, you want to get a touchdown, right? You want to be able to outrun the defense. LaDainian Tomlinson is a very nice back if you decide to go with him instead. He's not a problem. Like, I don't mind Saquon. All these cards up here are very nice. Ateen is a really good card. He runs pretty well. Williams ran, oh, he's too expensive. He ran well for me when I used him anyways. But that's kind of my budget one would be that Mostert. And then the lowest one will be the budget back, Michael Carter. So let's take a look at this Carter card. Why do I have him as the budget back for you if you just been up? 87 speed, 2100 coins. He's cheap speed, great for getting done like solos. He ain't gonna like outrun like god squads, right, that are running with like mid 90s speed CBs now. But for what he is overall, to what you can get on the field with speed, like, it's great for solos. Michael Carter, I think, is that guy you want to do. A lot of most feared on this list, as it's the newest promo, and they brought out a lot of powerful cards. Fullback, the top two cards, it's just going to be Zonka. There's not a lot of competition at fullback. I don't know why they don't have somebody like Franco Harris in the game right now. Let's get rid of Carter. I don't know why, but it's like all Zonkas at the top. So to get under 100K, I just went with the top Zonka, because really then it's like use check here. If you want somebody more of like a blocker, but the thing is, like, look at his impact block, 77, lead block, 84. And it's 33K versus 70, sure, but if you go to 34 versus 33, impact block differences, he's faster. You just go with the Zonka card for your fullback. You can even cheap out down to an 84. As for the low one, this blasting game, 84 speed for 9,600 coins. That's my budget option for you guys. So the best budget baller at fullback with that 81 Kari blasting game. I think I say his name wrong, but I apologize for that. All right, receiver. Now, receiver, as you see on my list, has three categories. Usually, I think you run trips or just don't play football. Like, stop, get off the field. Stop with this I-form, single back, two wide receiver stuff. Be a man, chuck the rock, right? Running game, boring. Go play rugby, okay, if you want to run the ball. So, with that said, the number one receiver in the game, in my opinion, it's crazy that this is Moss's weekend. This is Moss's weekend, and yet, look at him compared to Marshall, right? Look at this. Moss ain't faster. Wild. Not better catching. Look, the route running stats. Marshall's also a complete wide receiver. He has got animated card art. He also can run block. Moss can't run block. Look at 78 run blocking is like, that's better than a lot of tight ends. Basically, every single tight end that you'll see out there, 78 run blocking. It's like flexing a tight end out there. It's stupid. Stupid how good they made receivers. But so he's my number one wide receiver right now. We got two other wide receiver roles to fill. So really on the outside, I want speed, right? Will Fuller's my dude on the outside. So Will Fuller's my number two wide receiver, right? And then for the slot, I maybe want like a route runner. It'd be nice to get, another run blocker. Andre Johnson's good at run blocking. So there's good plays there, but like, I'm going to go with a route running archetype for that extra route running ability for Jerry Rice. He's going to be my number 3 on my squad. So Jerry Rice, for the best receivers in the game, these are the 3 that I would choose. And if you choose like any of these guys can play well, right? Lockett plays well. Johnson plays well. Moss plays well. Austin plays fine. Austin was weird. He was like really neat making some catches and racking the ball, but I don't know. I didn't feel like that it factor. I didn't feel out of Miles Austin. Let's take the Cowboys theme team. Then he definitely gets improved. He has a route runner also, but Jerry Rice has got more speed, and it's Jerry. And he's Raiders theme team. So that's something you got to, take into effect. Megatron's a little outdated now with the speed since guys getting like 92. So budget receivers under 100K. You can kind of look down on this list, go down a little bit. These guys are still over 100K. We want to move Claypool's over. We're still over 100K. Keep moving down. Waddle is going to be one of the ones that take 91 speed, right up there with some of the top in the game. So Waddle's going to be taken. Galloway's close. You could argue Galloway. I'm going to take Roy Williams because he's a physical beast. He is another great run blocker. He's a 3-down type of guy. His run block's at 65, which is better than a lot of other guys. Like, if you go ahead and throw out Waddle and try to run behind Waddle with his run block at 53, you're going to get shed quite a bit more. The same thing can be said for guys. I think Galloway's got pretty bad run blocking too at 35. So I do like a guy that can kind of run block a little bit. That's why Roy Williams is there for me in budget. And then the other one will be the Marquise Brown card because he's fast, right? And that's really what you need, 72K. So those are my 3 more mid-level wide receivers if you're putting together a team. I guess I can like do these things so you can see them a little bit better. All right, there you go. So there's the wide receivers. And then the budget wide receivers, I don't think we have to really look through their stats. I went with speed, and then Patrick, I got somebody high. So this isn't necessarily the slots position, because like if I had to go a slot position, like Patrick would be the outside because he's 6'4", decent speed. Quez, and then Marquise Brown again, his just lower card. So there you go for your wide receivers at different budget levels. The tight end spot, and then the offensive line. Let's go through the tight ends in the game at the moment. So let's filter by those. We might stop at offense and do defense maybe tomorrow. So maybe we'll get to, because, you know, I don't know. People don't generally watch long videos, in my opinion. But anyways, tight ends. Okay. Who's the best tight end in the game? You look through a lot of guys. Like, you could argue, I totally see the argument, Morphed, Kelsey, and Gronk right now are the best. And I agree. But in a few days when they go away, who's then the best, right? We have a lot of guys at 88 speed. We got guys 88 speed in the Raiders theme team, so it's technically 89 once you get the 25 out of 50, or if you got to have at least a 25 out of 50 theme team this year, and Raiders are the ones I definitely suggest going to because they have the best cards in the game. It looks like they'll continue to get the best cards in the game. But the best tight end, no theme team, is Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis is it. If you were to look elsewhere, I don't mind this Jared Cook card. He's 164, so he's a top end card. I don't mind it one bit because then he'll end up tying Vernon Davis if you have the Raiders theme team with regards to speed. Plus, Jared Cook is taller, so Jared Cook is not a bad card at all. But for right now, no theme teams, no most feared boosts. It's how I'm kind of grading this. Vernon Davis number 1. But maybe I should put like a slash Cook or something right there. All right, and then the budget guy. I don't know why this guy plays so well. Still, for some reason, this Pitts card still just finds himself consistently open. I don't get it at Rookie Premier. 99K, just under the threshold, or 100K was on like a hard threshold, but it's kind of like my goal to get under that for the mid-level guys. For Kyle Pitts right there is not bad. But then, like, if you want to go, Evan Ingram is fast, right? Evan Ingram is really nice. Like, he won't drop the ball. Like, this is Madden, where only defenders will drop the ball when they're trying to go for interceptions. Wide receivers just will, like, I don't know. They drop the ball too, but they generally won't, like, you know, open field drop the ball, right? If they open field drop the ball, that's more like, you know, they've screwed up a patch type of issue. So if you can get him open, he can catch the ball, he can run the ball pretty fast. So Evan Ingram's a nice one too. And Kyle Pitts just, I don't know, Kyle Pitts just, he played well for me, and I still hear good things about him. My budget tight ends, Evan Ingram again, Noah Fant. Noah Fant is a great budget card here too. Evan Ingram was the 19K one. Noah Fant, I think, was a little bit less than that. Where is Fant? Yeah, Fant right here, 87 speed for 8,000. So that's more like the lower end budget card for tight end. As for linemen, I don't know how interested you guys are in linemen. I'm just going to do them all at once across the board. The best offensive line in the game right now is Joe Thomas, Larry Allen, Marquise Pouncey, Leonard Davis, Lyle Collins, okay? Pouncey, he's my best center. Oh, whoops. He's my best center because, like, I don't know, a lot of times centers will lead up to the linebackers. So, like, the argument is between Pouncey and Hudson himself is a very nice center. And I love Hudson, got better pass block than Pouncey. But Pouncey, if you look at him, leading up to the next level, 75 speed, very respectable. Hudson, though, 55. So it really depends if you want somebody a little bit more mobile, 42 change of direction, or Hudson, who doesn't really move, but he's decent, pretty good pass block here with pass block power 93, pass block finesse 93. I think Pouncey's at like 90 for one of those. One of those is 93 and I guess only 92. So pretty good overall. I guess Pouncey kind of matches them there. But yeah, I think he's best. That was kind of the close one. If you have a Raiders theme team, definitely go here. You will not notice a large difference between that top tier line and this line right here, the mid tier. 87 Joe Thomas, down from the top Joe Thomas. Norwell, Bruce Matthews, Spain, and Conklin. They'll all block for you just about the exact same length that these top guys will. So it's not a big problem there either. And then for the budget guys, you could really use basically any sort of lineman here. Mid 80s, low to mid 80s. I don't mind. Something around like 83 overalls. just to Ford guys. Generally, you want guys over 300 pounds, so try and get them a little thicker, which is why I took a little bit of these thicker dudes here. But there it is for offense for the best cards at their position, top, mid, and low budget. We'll do defense here tomorrow, okay? We'll try and get it done tomorrow or Tuesday. One of those two. It'd be either tomorrow morning. Yeah, maybe tomorrow morning I'll put out the defensive side, or Tuesday night. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. We just hit 80K. We got 20K more. Tell your friends. Tell your friends' friends. Your mom's friends. Your dad's friends. Do dads have friends? I don't know. Probably not. But tell them, SubFX, we're going for 100K. We're going to make it, guys. We're all going to make it. See you tomorrow.